paranormal is primarily portrayed as a mostly white people thing. The thing is there's a lot of black people who are interested in this kind of stuff. There are. And there's so many women who are so into the paranormal. And there are so many people who are tired of bros in really tight shirts screaming at the demons, okay?
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind? Oh, God. Alright, so we're going to get started on the reaction video right about now. So this time, we're going to do something more special just in case. So apparently, we're going to react to a Spectral Pioneers, the Untold of Spirit Squad, the first all-female paranormal shows. And it is by Creepy Kingdoms Movie Madness. Go subscribe to him. And in case you haven't noticed, there's in case you haven't noticed, let's go back. A second. Nope. Nope. Okay. In case you never noticed, there's Brittany Krabs. She's one of my favorites, of course, along with Stephanie Strange and Sarah. Now, I heard that they actually canceled the Spirit Squads. Since I watched it last time on there during that, because during Halloween's at October, it probably makes sense. There's a lot of reason what is happening right now, because apparently it must have got canceled because of the ratings. Now, I don't know how, or I don't know when, but they probably don't know about, these three YouTubers that actually been into a paranormal type of stuff. And I was one of them because I actually watched it. I mean, I was so disappointed because I was gonna post it, but I just can't, because I always get so very nervous, even though if they actually like it or follow or comment or anything of the above, because that's how I want to get started on this whole paranormal investigator. That would be my only first time I ever noticed, but I got so very nervous, so I decided I was gonna that. But I'll probably get my chance to react to it. I'll probably get my chance to react to it when it's October once again, and we'll see how it goes. So apparently we're gonna see how it goes. So I'll probably gonna have to hide it, because there's a CW parts to it. I don't want to get mine blocked. I apologize, but don't worry. Maybe I'll try my best if it never happened. If it never get blocks or something. If I mean, hopefully it's not, because I am very worried. So yeah, I apologize for that. So yeah, but let's just react to it in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Marcelina, we invite you to use this light as your guidance to the door. You're going to open that door and cross over. Whenever you are ready, let us know. The temperature dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Spirit Squad was the
Yeah.
first ever all-female cast in a paranormal show.
3 female paranormal investigators coming together as a team to investigate and solve paranormal mysteries and help spirits if they needed our help.
Many shows in the paranormal space, most of them don't really have all women or even women on their teams in these TV shows. So I was really excited to be part of something that was going to be like the first of something new and refreshing.
Brittany Crabb, paranormal researcher, Sarah Gray, paranormal investigator, Stephanie Strange, psychic medium.
It's just funny because I think Brittany, more so than myself and Sarah, like she's just so like extroverted, and like what you see on camera is what you get. Like legit, what you saw is who she is. And so I think that really helped to like bridge all of us together when there's someone that's so bubbly and extroverted. Like you can't help but just like, you know, feed off that energy.
For like the past decade, I've always been told you have to wear black, tone yourself down, you got to be more serious, because I like to be very bubbly and crazy, and that's what Spirit Squad, they wanted me to be myself. Like I remember when they introduced me,
Gotta be yourself.
the line that they left in was, I said,
My goal in life is I want to be dragged across the floor by a demon, and I want it captured on camera, of course.
and I couldn't believe that they left that in, but I was very excited because that's like one of my goals in life.
Really, my
I hate to say it, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to be all. I don't want to be all like disrespectful all the. Yeah, I just don't want to take it a joke, but that sounds. But I hate to say it, but but that's also white people shit. You know, every horror, every scary movie that actually does that, it's always being chased by a ghost or a serial killer, or acting more as a supernatural serial killer, or any other that. That's always you know, that you get chased, you fall down every single time. I like you look back, I like, oh my god, just get up and go, man. They killed your ass, man. But all jokes aside, I apologize. It's how it is. So, yeah. But that's the only situation about it, because let's just say they always does that every single time, currently, doesn't happen just yet. Because of it, I just feel like whatever they actually try to do it like that, just to make everybody mad, because the whole chase and, you know, not killing them. And not killing them early, because that'll be too early. If you actually kill one of the serial killers, nor try to vanish the ghost that very early, it'll probably kill the main character. So yeah. And I understand how most people are getting so mad about it, because I know it's getting like very annoying about it, and it is how it is, man. So, but don't hate me on this. I'm just trying to pull the point, so I apologize.
my job as the director there with them was to give them the space for authentic moments to unfold. You know, for them to be themselves and do their things, because they are the experts at the end of the day.
They allowed us to be our authentic selves and express ourselves through like our fashion, our aesthetic.
We got to wear our bright colors. We had the cutest outfits. Like the fashion involved in the pilot was a big deal. I've been involved in other paranormal shows, and they always want to change me. You gotta wear all.
Brittany, she always very cute. With his old lovely dress and all that. That's what I always love. That's all I always love about her, because the way she always dresses, like, she's more as like a Barbie type of person. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Along with Sarah and Stephanie Strange, they always dress like a very gothic. Well, I haven't seen Stephanie Strange her post yet, but they're always lovely. And I'm not gonna lie, I always want to dress as the goth person or nerd or anything like that because it actually helps me so far. You surprised to see my post ever sooner if I be able to get started at my whole fashion stuff. So yeah, but Brittany just dressed as the most because I gotta say I always love how she actually like more pink and all that, and I mean she always dressed so very lovely. And shout out to one of those clothes designers, whoever did that. Cool, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. You know what? Gotta clap it up, man. Clap it up for that one, cause that was awesome. That was very awesome fashion designer, of course. So yeah, shout out to them. Whoever did a good job, man. Did a good job.
Black, you gotta be more gothic, and completely wipe me of my entire appearance and how I like to dress. So when the CW had Spirit Squad, like they were all for me being all pink.
At the end of the day, you know, all of us,
Exactly.
we're all going to pass away at some point. And when we do we want people screaming in our face, show yourself, demon? Or would we like to have a nice group of ladies come in and try to help us cross over?
I swear to God. I swear to motherfucking God. Like every scary movie, every character, they always say, "Show yourself." Hello? Where are you? Like, bro, just shut up, man. Why are you saying why are you saying all that loudly? Like, the ghost or a killer is gonna find you. Like, just shut up and just. And then all the some jump scare popped up right in your face, which I totally hate. I really hate when I really hate when they always be a jump scare popped up right in front of your faces because I just feel like That's why I didn't like. That's why I didn't like too much of the scary movie because it's always like jump scare city. Too much, because it like nearly give you a heart attack if that ever happens sooner or later. Because that's just like. I'm telling you, man. These jump scares are annoying as hell and so irritated. I mean, I don't want to brag or judge or anything. It's just that the jump scares are too much annoying. That's all I ever say. So, yeah.
Let's have some empathy, you know what I mean?
Our approach to ghost hunting on Spirit Squad may be different than traditional ghost hunting shows because rather than yelling at ghosts and trying to get them out, our approach was more to sort of communicate with the ghosts there, get their consent, and figure out what they needed in order to move on.
I specifically told the team because I really wanted to make sure that I was not on a paranormal TV show that was going to be antagonistic towards spirits because that's just not my approach as a spiritualist and a medium. But so I asked them, I said, hey guys, like, so I'm not like those sensationalized mediums that you see on TV. Like, I'm not going to walk up to people and be like, your mom died and here's this whole thing. Like, I'm very much consent based. I very much approach this, I approach like talking to the deceased with a lot of care and consent. It's like you don't want to go to a bar and start a fight. So, and plus they were once human. It's like they're literally us without the meat suit.
That seems like the
That's the only problem about it. Like, it'll be totally disrespectful. You say that right after you did the whole. What's that called? I forgot. Don't judge me. I apologize, but there's a lot of reason that actually like talking to talking to the spirits and all because trying to figure out how do you die, since like if it happened like in a year or some of the dates of it, and that's the only thing about it is that, and then you go approach them and say, I hate to say it, but your mom died, and that's the only disrespectful ways for you to say it like that, cause that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes so well of it. So that's the only problem. That's the only situation that you ever tried to like make it more emotional. Like when you ask, like when you ask, when when somebody asks you what happened, or like I'm sorry, but your your mother died. Your mother died. I just don't know how, but he died. So yeah, that's how you pull out like a very emotional, like you had to go like approach it and say, hey, your mom's died, in an aggressive way. That's like very disrespectful. But yeah, you got to do like in emotional ways, like you gotta get more like emotional if you ever like try to be like, what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's all part of like how it is. So yeah.
The obvious thing for me, just thinking about it, oh, like maybe you're trying to go there and help some spirits rather than let's provoke them, let's throw stuff at them, let's call them names. Like, to do that wouldn't even occur to me because
Ain't
you're
no
supposed to be
Ghostbusters.
talking to people that just aren't in this realm.
What I consider myself and how I approach the paranormal and also like just channeling the dead, right, is that I feel very much the emotions. And that's how one thing I know and get confirmation
said.
through how I'm communicating with the deceased or spirits. And so it's really hard not to show that side of myself. When I was
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Sorry.
crying and I started crying and I was doing like the tarot card read and I started
I apologize.
bawling my eyes out. Like that was really real. Like I was not even expecting it. And it was weird because like here I am crying and like people are just staring at me and I'm like, do I stop? But I really can't because I'm literally like channeling espiritu. Like I don't know how to stop. And so
I saw that. I saw the part of it with Stephanie actually crying because of how it happened. How it happens of it. I forgot because she was crying because she probably knows or something bad. Well, not something bad, but she probably feels something like something that it towards something like like you can feel like I don't know, but you understand. But in case you haven't know this, I remember when I actually watched Sam and Kobe on the first part of episode 1. I cried. I cried because I actually explained it toward I actually explained it because my I actually explained it because my first niece was passed away, and it happens at October at 2014, and my best friend actually passed away at January, and it all feels so real to me because even though that like most of them pass away of it, I always cry every single time. Like I remember like when Michael Jackson actually passed away at 2009. At 2009, I started crying like on some real shit. I started crying because it feels like you can feel the type of emotions that ever happens sooner or later because it just feel like, man. And Robert Root actually passed away as well. I always started to feel more emotional because of it, and that's how I started like get all mental illness because if I like start to unalign myself, which I can't because what if what if someone who passed away said you still got lives ahead of you, you still got to like survive, you still got to like make sure to make your family proud and all that. You're not a failure. You gotta like push through it. It's how it is, man. And I I always like feel every emotional every single time, day after day, because I I feel like I was a failure because of it, and whenever I try my best to try to like impress with somebody or try to prove that I'm trying my best to or anything, it just I've been going through some very hard time, and it's just how it is. So yeah.
Uh, and then later, I would get notes from people that were like, "That was one of like the strongest scenes." I felt like I'm like, really? Like I just felt like I was being annoying.
She is such a composed individual, you guys, and for her to break down in tears was something that I never thought I would ever see. And she was so affected by this spirit, and
Yeah,
she
that.
just made such a deep connection. And I think it was just extremely meaningful. And I feel like that spirit would not have been able to make that connection with anybody else, certainly not with a man.
And I think that's also another important element of why people who are comfortable with their feelings should be the ones telling some of these stories because they can really sympathize and empathize so much more. From
That's that's how that's how I actually knows about it because that's how I feel really bad for Stephanie Strange because like she feel deep emotion that actually connected to every spirit that who actually happens towards it. Like that I always really feel bad for Stephanie Strange because like she she knows everything that spirits are actually sad, and it's how it is, man. And dealing with like and dealing with like evil people, evil spirits, knowing that, yeah, I just know that there's some evil spirits somewhere near this in the spirit world. So yeah, man, it was very emotional for her, man. I just don't know how it happens. And I want to apologize for that because I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being an asshole or something. Well, not really because I don't think I'm really an asshole. So, but also I always get like depressed every single time. I always get, I always get like real tears and all that every single time, man. I just feel bad for myself. It's how I feel. It's how I really feel about it because if I ever like get more emotional about it, it's not because of that I listen to sad songs or anything, movies or anything like that. It just goes to how I really feel in real life because of you know if I ever like pull out some stupid stuff like try like hurting myself or anything like that because of how I really feel. It's only because I know that if the demon's still inside me, then I don't know. That's the only reason why because I ever like try to hurt myself a bit, and it's like a lot of people never. I know a lot of people never care about a lot of people never care about when some other people that's trying to help people who are actually sad and all that, they never really care. They're just like being so heartless and just move on and stuff like that. Like they never care. Like you're invincible, and that's the only reason why. Cause if I was them, I would definitely help them. A lot of sad people out there, and it's how it really is. So yeah.
Maldades de la gente que estaban aquí. So basically, like, she protects this house. Like, she's like a guardian of this house.
Ah, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm starting to cry.
That's the part you got the most.
These are like tears of happiness. Like, I'm feeling her. She's like, I fought for this house.
I just really appreciated that she was, experiencing those strong emotions, and she was sharing them with us, and she wasn't getting too scared of the camera to actually feel the way she was feeling. I was hired on Spirit Squad by the production company who was making it to direct the pilot episode, and Morningstar Entertainment was the production company. So they had already come up with the cast. They had already come up with the location, but they were looking for a director to kind of take their vision and bring it to life. And I was that director.
So I was actually part of Mysteries Decoded for the Conjuring House episode.
Right.
And after the team worked with me, they decided it would be a great idea to have a team of all paranormal investigators that were female.
Right.
I got a message on Instagram and they were like, hey, we've seen your content on TikTok. Like, we would love for you to audition for the show. And I'm like, a show?
It was 2021. It was the spring, and I got an Instagram DM from one of the producers from the production company, and they said that they have this show that's been greenlit on the CW, and it's the first ever all-female paranormal show, and they wanted to know if I wanted to audition for it, and I was like, yeah. And then I found out about a week later that I got it, and I think I was the last person that was cast. I think Sarah was first, and then they found Stephanie, and they needed one more girl, and they found me.
And I jumped on that. I was so excited. And then we got Brittany and Stephanie, and we got started.
I did not want them to meet beforehand. I wanted them to meet on set so that their first meeting in the show was actually genuine.
We just kind of started getting to know each other when we were filming the pilot. So
I just kept thanking the production company over and over again because they literally picked my soulmates to be with me on this journey. They could not have picked better women. And even now, years later, we are so supportive of each other. We love each other. It's just magical.
Hey, Steph, are you okay?
I mean, yeah, that's how it go, man. If they ever like contact or DM me for if I ever want to be part some, in the acting stuff, those are my main goals. I always want to be, I always want to be an actor in some other places. So yeah, but I know I would still continue to be disappointed because they probably don't know who I am or anything. Cause yeah, that's why I don't know. I'm working too hard to be an actor. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like out of nowhere I needed to throw up.
Right by the cellar?
Yes, I just did not feel comfortable. I felt like a lot of tense energy down there.
There's definitely some really distressed spirits in this house, and I just feel like we should do something.
we filmed the pilot in 2021. It was the fall of 2021, and it aired on the CW October 3rd, 2022. But it was kind of confusing because it's just a pilot, and that's kind of unusual because they never just air a pilot with no follow-up episodes.
There were a few things that kind of made us feel like we weren't set up for success. For example, the fact that the trailer didn't come out until the very last minute. It was either the day of or the day before. And I did go on to Pix 11 News and I did do a news segment about it, and that was great. But that's really all that happened. So to have zero advertising leading up to the day of the show is just, that's something else.
Also, the day it premiered, LA was completely wiped out of it because there was, I'm not really a sports person, but there was a game going on in LA that day, so nobody in Los Angeles could watch the premiere.
When the pilot launched, I was not sure what to expect, but I had people like mutuals of mine that like watched it. Some people were people that had shows on the Travel Channel. Some people were not into the paranormal, and I was like, whoa, like there's people that don't even like this stuff that were watching it.
I heard a voice.
Well, let's just say that most people never know what paranormal shows is, right? I'm sure that most people watch Ghost Hunters, one of my favorite shows that I just watched since I was a kid. But yeah, that's the only situation because people don't know what a paranormal reality show is. So they thought it was just it's just another fake ones and all that. They always say some random shit because they never understand what paranormal reality show is. So that's the only problem that's been happening sooner or later. And that's bullshit because there's no way they have a lot of people that want to like see the games. They're like, this morning this fucking boring. I'm about to go see some games. I'm like, really? That's fucked up. And I was the only one that actually watched it. I was the only one that actually watched it the first time, the Spirit Squad, that I actually did watch it. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I want to see more of the Spirit Squad, even though I've been watching Ghostwatch for over a year. And the only reason why, because I just want to get more into like a paranormal investigator type of stuff. And that's how it is. And that's pissed me off because I don't understand why they never understand about the whole paranormal reality shows. Especially for the YouTuber that I know about them for over years, along with Sam and Kobe. Like, what the hell? Like, are you serious? Like, come on now. Y'all gotta do better than that.
Like a woman actually say a sentence to me. So hold on, I'm gonna rewatch that. What?
Don't forget it.
You don't forget? That was clear as a bell to me.
And our viewers who watched it, they absolutely loved it, and we are still asked to this day when the next episode is coming out. If there's going to be any more Spirit Squad. We were compared to Pretty Little Liars, which is my favorite show, or The Craft, which was another really big compliment.
I just kept hearing from ladies that they were just so happy that there was an all-female paranormal team and that it didn't have to be so masculine, that it could be feminine, and that like women can do it too, and that women can thrive doing this. The reason why the show didn't go to series is something that I think about often, and I can't put my finger on one particular thing. I think there were a lot of variables at play. If it's because of the ratings, well, you didn't advertise us. So
I still think there's people in the industry, I don't really want to say which side, but there's people in the industry that still don't want to see an all-female cast.
I think the issue is networks are terrified to go outside of the box, and Spirit Squad is outside of the box.
But, as what happens with a lot of shows, the timing isn't right, or, there's a focus group testing that doesn't yield the results that everyone wants. So the excitement dwindles for the show. That's one thing that happened with this one.
The title was also kind of confusing because it says Mysteries Decoded Special Episode Spirit Squad. I think that it should have just been named Spirit Squad, period.
I think it should have been promoted more as the first ever all-female paranormal cast on TV. Because it was we kind of pioneered all-female cast, the first show. So it should have been promoted that way. And it wasn't. It was just kind of, here's the Halloween special.
It kind of felt like they ordered the show, and then somewhere in between ordering the show and it airing, they got distracted, or they lost interest, or they kind of like dropped the bag. You know what I mean?
We invite the spirits who.
Well, that's the only problem. Like I said, they never like cared, or they thought it was fake and all that. That's the only reason that most people are very unhuman what the hell? Unhuman being pieces of shit. Cause it's like they not even like really care about the whole paranormal or the whole debunk things, or everything that's like got it like into this whole paranormal reality show. They thought it was just like either like a scary movie or a scary series. Well, not for the reality show, but the series that all that. And it's actually true, because it does remind me of Pretty Little Liars. I just watched that when I was a kid. And The Crowd, that I remember I just watched it as a kid, is once again. Because it gave me like, I mean, I wouldn't say the Pretty Little Liars vibe, but it gave me like the Crab vibe. Cause you got two golf, one two golf, one bubbly princess who actually into paranormal investigators. That actually would make sense. But and you know what? I'm gonna say it was kind of reminding Pretty Little Liars. So yeah, it's how it is if that ever happens. So yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of reason about it because of it, and that's how, I don't know. But they actually add some more to it, like Sam and Kobe, of course, Selena Spooky Booze, also, what else? Oh, Call Me Chris. Yeah, Call Me Chris. And who was the Spooky Booze? No, not Celia, but I think it was no, nope, 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 nope. Who? Let me see. I think. Oh, Mackie and Amanda, cause they also more like a paranormal investigator as one of them. Cause I know if they actually pull out like an all-star paranormal investigators with Sam and Colby, Celia Ghost. Celia Spooky Booze, Call Me Chris, Mackie, Amanda, and probably add this along with Brittany Crafts, Stephanie Strange, Paris Sarah, and a lot of paranormal investigator YouTuber will actually be amazing if they actually does that. That would be a huge like an Avengers end games, if you ask me, because if you ask me, because I I always want to get volunteered for the paranormal investigator if they actually want me to, because I'm actually scared. I need somebody with me. I need somebody with me because I need to try to find some abandoned or somewhere near. I don't know, but y'all gotta help me out, man. Please just help me out, cause I don't want to do something alone, man. Please, like, help me out here. Ooh. All right.
Who wish to cross over with their consent to use this white light to guide them into the realm where they need to go with
infinite love
and high vibrations.
The feedback that I received from women after the pilot aired was just the most heartwarming, encouraging, and uplifting thing that I've ever experienced. They were so excited to feel represented. They were so excited for the girl power.
The paranormal in itself needs to change. It needs to have different perspectives. It needs to have diversity. It needs to have different voices, because at the end of the day, like, ghost stories, those are all history.
Why are all the TV shows of men exploring the paranormal? Like, don't get me wrong, love you guys, but where are the women at?
We don't run away screaming like all the men do on TV. In one part, actually, the Spirit Squad, we're outside, and I'm like, let's run towards, and we start running towards.
Of course.
Usually people run away.
All the
I would have fucked that. I'm like, nah, man, you gotta be fucked up. Nah, I can't go near that thing. I'm out. Deuces. Oh, of course, that's for the skin. You remember the part? You remember the part of the scary movies was some of the part like, oh yeah, we're pouring a lot of black TV. White folks are there. We get the fuck out of here. Let's go, let's go. Bro, I'm telling you, man, like, oh, that scary movie is funny. Y'all should have to watch it. Y'all should have to watch it, man. Like, that movie is funny. Like, oh my god. But yo, but also, that's other true. I hate to say it once again, but I'm glad it. But once again, that's how white people does that. They always investigate every single time in the goddamn. That remind me of Scooby Doo's, right? You know, I'm Saggy, somebody else is Scooby Doo. I'm Scooby Doo. Somebody else gonna be Saggy. And I just like, we're just gonna like hang out in the mystery van until y'all get back. But you can't, cause you just gotta like join with them. So none of this would happen. Like, what do you want us to do, man? Like, come on, man.
the other shows, I realized that it is very much a boys' club. That the top ghost hunting shows are pretty bro-y. It's like dudes in black hoodies kind of yelling at you while they're in the dark. So that was pretty interesting to me and made me excited to try something new.
They always want to sweep the women under the rug. I have no idea why.
They used to think that it was something that was more men would probably consume, and I know that because I used to work for BuzzFeed. They used to have a channel called BuzzFeed Blue, and that was like part of the Unsolved series that they had, and they really thought that it was like men that were gonna like consume this media, but then they found it was actually women. So we need to make content for women that are made by women.
Men, for the most part, are go-getters and they're adventurers, and they push forward, and that's great. These spirits, they're people just like me and you who deserve empathy and who deserve to be helped if they need it.
So I think it's so important to have different voices and different representation when people go to these haunted locations or places that have some historical backup to it, because at the end of the day, like those people are going to be the ones that can be the most sympathetic to it. So when it comes to like women and people of color and even like people from the LGBTQ plus community, it's like those are the people that are going to be the ones that can maybe relate to some stories more so than others. And if we continue just to have the narrative of like one demographic that has been so popularly broadcasted on mainstream television, that we're going to not have the full story here.
It's important for people of color and for women to be represented in this niche that they are a part of. They're just not a part of it on camera because for some reason society right now is favoring the men.
First of all, I thought it was amazing that they had a Black woman essentially be one of the leads in something like this. I've never seen a Black woman ever be in the paranormal space.
I hope that the network and anybody who is involved with this type of thing can realize that they missed out on a big opportunity to have their female audience and their Black audience come on board. I think that they failed us. They failed their Black audience. They failed the Black community. They failed the female audience and the female community. They, in a sense, failed the paranormal community because even though the paranormal is primarily portrayed as a mostly white people thing, the thing is there's a lot of Black people who are interested in this kind of stuff. There are. And there's so many women who are so into the paranormal. And there are so many people who are tired of bros in really tight shirts screaming at the demons, okay?
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
Oh God, man. Put this shit off, man. What? What? So you need to tell me that most people, they're not really into it because of the black woman that's gotten volunteered for the paranormal reality shows?
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Not even the white people. Well, there's actually one, and I think there's one Latina. So you gotta be kidding me. This is a joke, right? Like, come on. I support three of them. Three of the YouTubers that I know. Stephanie Strange, Brittany Crab, and Paracera. So you need to tell me there is not other audience that are actually into it because most of the Black people are actually scared of the fucking ghosts or demons or some shit like that. What? You know what? If I was them, I would say, fuck it. I would love to be volunteer as for the paranormal reality show. I'll try to be brave enough to to find ghosts and all that type of stuff. Cause if it wasn't for me, I would have said, fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just help y'all out and just, talk to the spirits and all that, or just investigate. Like, most people needs like a heavy muscles person. I guess it could be me that want to like try to investigate even further one of those ghostly spirits things, and that's the only thing. But I know other people that actually scared to like do this whole paranormal reality shows. Even when they actually run away from it, like when you hear the noise or something approaching you and stuff when there's nobody there, they would have tried to most of the spirits are trying to scare you off for not investigate even further. And that's how they try to silence them to not know about it. Even when you talk to the spirit or some evil spirits, the only problem is that it's that none of the spirits are actually gonna I don't think they are actually. I think they'll say most random things. So yeah, but now I understand how most people are actually so afraid of, because if you investigate even further, some of the spirits might try to scare you away, and or try to knock it down. And that's the only thing about it. They try to scare you away, or try to protect one of the house that they actually born with. So I understand how most people, but come on, man, y'all gotta suck it up and just go with it. I mean, for me, I would you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just investigate further and be like one of them, because I'm actually going to die. I'm gonna fucking die from the goddamn spirits. You know what I mean? Come on, man. At least keep it going, because I would love to watch more of those spirit squads, and that actually happens when some walk towards you or something knock it over, probably a spirit or like that. That's the only thing. That's the only thing about it, because that's how it happens sooner or later. Cause that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit.
Okay, we're over it.
I have a lot of future investigations coming up. Would you guys be interested in joining me?
Of
For
course,
sure.
yes. As long as they're the scariest investigation ever.
Absolutely.
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, let's do it.
It is definitely possible that the three of us will reunite and do something beyond Spirit Squad. I mean, we're friends, so obviously, we do talk and stuff, but we have some things in mind that we're kind of planning out right now. I don't know if I can really say that though, but
I would love it if Spirit Squad was picked up as a series. I would definitely work on it. I love the idea of traveling to different haunted locations.
I love to watch
and
it.
seeing what other ghosts these women could try to help.
But I'm hoping with this coming out, and we're hoping that it will build traction and people will talk about it, and hopefully maybe the CW will be like, you know what? You guys come back. Let's do a whole season.
I also want us to come back and actually do it. I want us to get back together and go on paranormal investigations, on adventures to collect evidence of the paranormal and to help spirits in need.
That's cool. And I gotta say, man, that's how I love to I hope I get interviewed. I really hope.
Thank you for watching, and thank you to our sponsors and Patreon producers for making this video possible. Hit the subscribe button so the creepy fun never has to.
Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Creepy Kingdoms. Hold on a second. Yeah, Creepy Kingdoms. I would really love to have an interview if I ever learned about more about this scary stuff, but paranormal stuff. And I gotta say, it's actually quite interesting, because even though I would love to talk more about it, longer it takes, I hope I get more interviews, or because Yeah, man, I've been like doing this since over a year. I know I've been watching the scary movies plenty of times because of it, and even though I was scared, my only thing is I always hate like I always get hate jump scare pop up right in my fucking face, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy because even though I ever wish they actually like I hope I really hope they actually I really hope they actually bring it back because I would love to watch more of Spirit Squad. And the only thing is that um I think if they actually bring it back for the CW, maybe they'll do that. On let's say on October once again. Even if it happens, I I think it might quite. I think I might continue watching it, even though I am always see if they actually like pull out. If they actually continue for season one, I hope so. Like I hope so. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm glad I actually reacted to it because even though even though I always support Brittany Krabs, Stephanie Strange, and Paracera. And even though I haven't like reacted to them for over a year, which I totally forgot, I'm trying my best to get back to it to learn more about this whole paranormal things. It make me feel like I want to be more as a paranormal investigator person because it could happen at for Detroit. I think so. I think so. But I'm just gonna need a lot of people. I'm gonna need a lot of people that actually help me. So yeah, but that's the only main goals. But also, I would love to like get interviewed by the Creepy Kingdoms if they ever want to contact me. I hope so. That'd be so cool, man. But yeah, man. That's that's very amazing. And I really hope that Spirit Squad will come back. Hopefully, if it happens, I hope so. But yeah, man. I don't know, but let me know. Comment down below what y'all think about it. And yeah, man. I will see y'all in the next reaction video.